What's up? I'm just gonna be streaming some Minecraft, because I have to build this huge-ass fucking tunnel. And it's gonna take me a while, so I thought it'd be nice to have some company, maybe. I don't know. Basically what this is gonna be is a giant, railroad system from a farm that I built all the way down to- we're not down, but all the way to, the main hub where it, like, connects everybody else's houses. It's pretty long- I'll go to the start, and then I'll run all the way- because I mined out the whole pathway, yesterday? Or the day before, maybe? So, here's the farm area. I'm still working on the crops. I've got the wheat down, but the other crops still need to grow in so I can get more. So this is gonna be the start. It's gonna be a two-way so that no one bumps into each other. And then, it's far. It's very far. So it's gonna be a 5x4, like, in that kind of size. Just so that I can fit 2 rails. And then the 4 so that it's not like you bump your head, but it's also not like still close to you. I've been mining this for a long fucking time. Oh yeah, and then I also got burnt by lava because there was a part where I was mining through it, and there was just a whole ass thing of lava that I had to cut right through! I lost a few blocks, but that's fine. Also, I'm listening to Terraria music instead of KK Slider. Felt like switching it up a little bit. Let me know if it's too loud. Because as I say every single time, I'm shit at mixing the audio. I only finished, like, I finished the main line to make sure I got the path right, and then I got the top half of the left side, and, now I'm gonna start working on the top half of the right side, and then I'm gonna start working on the bottom halves of both of them, probably in the same order. But yeah, like I said, it's very far from my house, and that's why I'm building a railroad system. Because they have railroads over there, they just don't connect to where I am. They connect to where they are. I'm gonna build a little bridge here over the water. And then I did Jet Little Chunk because it's small enough. And so then this will be the end of the railway. I'll build another little bridge. I marked it out with these. And it's gonna lead over to here. That's where everybody else goes. There's a mailbox, like, mail area there. So if you have anything for anybody, you'd leave it in those boxes. It's really cool. It's really fun. I think... was I doing it from over there, or was I doing it from up here? I think I was doing it from over there. I'll just continue from over here, I don't care. You would not believe the amount of stone pickaxes I have gone through. It is an absurd amount, to say the least. I just kind of filled the inventory. I already went through a whole slot area of pickaxes. I can probably, you know, when I'm done with this build, I should probably check my statistics and see how many I've broken. Because this is like the only place that I've used a pickaxe, or a stone pickaxe. And that's why. They go through so quickly, but they're so easy to make with all the materials. And so that's why I've just been making those instead. I was also working on the buff woman animation before I decided to get on and continue working on my railway. Let me tell you, with that animation, it's really short. It's gonna be a similar length to the jammy video I did a few weeks ago? I think it was a few weeks. Maybe it was less or longer. I have no sense of time anymore. It's gonna be similar length to that. But the fun part is because she's so buff and strong and woman, I can't draw that well. So this whole thing is going to be a lot of me practicing muscles and poses. 'Cause as a big, buff, strong, and independent woman, she has killed many people, as a big, strong, buff woman usually does. So she's quite the fighter. And that means that I'm gonna be having to animate a couple of, like, fight things. And oh baby, I can barely draw somebody walking. I cannot wait to try to draw, like twisting bodies and, like, winding up punches and shit. That's ooh boy. That sure is gonna be a challenge. I've definitely been looking at a lot of references, but references don't make you better. You have to do that yourself, and they can only take you so far. And they have not taken me anywhere. I'm still trying, though. I've got, like, the base idea down. And I think that's all I can really ask for at this time. I hope it'll turn out good. Because I've had this idea for a bit, and I didn't, like, make the audio, but I mixed the audio myself. It was, like, it was a song I heard, and an audio that got kind of popular on TikTok, and I put them together to make it sound nice. I think it's gonna be, if I can pull off the animation that I want to do, I think it'll turn out really, really good. And my friend was a big fan of the audio that I made for it, or mixed for it. So at the very least, it'll sound nice. If all else fails, it'll sound nice. And what more can you ask for? I wonder how many materials I'm gonna end up with when I'm done mining out this whole chunk of mountain. I've gone through caves, I've gone through many pickaxes and many veins of gravel. I've gotten some sand too. That's mainly from, like, that part up there. And something that sucks is that I constantly have to go back over to my chests at my farm to plant my blocks that I've been collecting down, because I don't have infinite space in my inventory. So I just have to run back, put everything in, and then run all the way back over here just so I can mine again and do it all over again. It's life's cycle. That's just how it goes. Pop, pop. I'm excited for you guys to meet the woman also, because I quite enjoy her. I've been working on her for, like, a month maybe? Shorter, longer, again, I don't have any sense of time. But oh my god, I love her so much. She's a character in a story that, well, not like a story, but a world that my friend has made. And I believe the world was made with the intention of turning it into, like, a Minecraft roleplay server. And so that'll be fun if that ends up coming to fruition. I make Minecraft skins sometimes, so I think it'd be fun to design my character her own Minecraft skin. But ever since I was told about it, I just have not been able to stop thinking about my character. And, like, her story and everything, it excites me. It makes me happy, and I love it, and I love her so much. Women, man. Just, you gotta love them. Oh, that reminds me of a dream I had not too long ago. I don't remember how, probably a few months back. I don't remember a lot of what happened, but I remember near the end of the dream, I was at some gas station picking up parts for a miniature helicopter, because mine broke, I guess, and I had one. And then I met this girl in one of the aisles, because it was a weird, large gas station. And we started making small talk, and she was really, really sweet. And then I went and I paid for my helicopter parts, and we both walked out, and we were talking. And then she almost got hit by a car, and then we started laughing about it, and then I woke up. And I was so mad, because she was so sweet and so pretty, and I didn't even catch her name, and it's, sometimes you just wish you never wake up, you know? I wonder how Mystery Dream Girl is doing nowadays. She's not real, but I'm sure she lives on somewhere deep in my subconscious. Or maybe in the dreams of someone else. I wish I could know, because as time's gone on, I don't remember her appearance at all, and it sucks. Her memory lives on in my heart. I have weird dreams a lot. Why are dreams so weird? That's a question that I've been wondering for a long time. I don't think anyone has an explanation. I don't think that's something that can be explained. But, like, when my dream turns into Toy Story meets Dead by Daylight, I think we should have a few questions about it. I think that's something that we shouldn't just be, okay, that's normal. 'Cause I don't think so. I think somewhere in which I fully believe this has been my life since I was born, where I'm running from a small fucking haunted bear, I guess, with a knife, and I live in this giant farmhouse in the middle of buttfuck nowhere, and I have to go into my bunker basement, which is the size of the interior of the White House, and there's only one trapdoor inside that I have to hold for dear life so this stuffed bear doesn't kill me. I think that's something we should not just accept as something that can happen in your dreams. I think that's something we should look at and maybe fix. 'Cause that is just not something I would want to experience again, and the fact that I could makes me uneasy. Because sometimes dreams aren't scary, they're just really odd. I had one in which dancing was a form of currency, and I felt really awkward breakdancing in front of a cashier so I could get some goddamn Twix. I mean, would I enjoy if that was a valid form of payment in our real world? Yes, I would. I feel like a lot of our problems could be solved if you could just bust a move to get your groceries. But sadly, people want money currency instead of sick-ass dance moves. I can't make the rules. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I just start, and then I don't stop, and I'm not sure as to why. But I stand by everything I've said ever, 100%. I'm never wrong, I've never been wrong, and I never will be wrong. And that's just a fact of life. Easy, breezy, beautiful. I'm a god. I'm really happy about the newest update in Minecraft because of the, dripstone. Because of the dripstone. And now you can get an infinite lava source. And you would not believe how many times I've been in need of an infinite lava source. I enjoy making nether-type builds in the overworld around, like, the portal to make it kind of mesh. Like, back in this one server I was in, I had a little area where there was the portal, and it was kind of bleeding into the real world, which was an underwater cave where I put it. And so there was, like, vines and some netherrack and a little bit of lava, but mainly just water, because it was a water cave. But then, on the other side of it, it was just a fully nether style cave room that I made, with a little, hut that I made out of the, warped fungus. Is that the red? No, crimson. The crimson logs, roots, whatever. And I put my pet Strider there. His name was Boyd, and I loved him. But I used so much lava because they need lava, and I didn't want to put him in, like, a 2x2. That's the equivalent of putting your fish into a fishbowl forever. That's bad. They need room to frolic. And so I gave him this big lava pond inside this cave. And I had to just go and collect lava bit by bit, bucket by bucket, and it was so annoying and dumb and tedious, and then the place where I got it from would never be the same because it looked so ugly with all the moving lava. But now, you can just put a bucket of lava over a dripstone and then put a cauldron under the dripstone. Or not, it's not a dripstone cave, it's not a dripstone, it's a stalactite. Because that's the one on the... Is it? Yeah, that's the one on the roof. So if you hold on to the or if you put the lava over the stalactite, then put a cauldron under it, it will drip lava into the cauldron until it ultimately fills up with lava. And then you can just take a bucket and just take a bucket of the lava, and now you have an infinite lava source. It's annoying, and it takes a long time. Why is my throat being weird? But it works. And I have one set up. I was in a mine shaft earlier, a few days ago, and there was a section of it that had some dripstone and some stalactites and stalagmites. So I just yoinked those rocks right out of the mine shaft and set up my own little infinite lava farm, somewhere on my, like, crop farm. And so now I have that going on. In the same area, like a room next to it, I also have a bunch of zombie villagers that once I have the materials to make weakness potions and golden apples, I'm gonna be reviving those guys and making my own little villager trading center. I'm gonna get the best fucking netherite armor in the world, and they are going to give me whatever I want because I will have revived them and they owe me their lives. They are forever in my debt. I've never successfully made a villager trading hall. I tried doing it once, and then that server got fucking deleted, so I could never go on there again. That's a theme that seems to happen. Whenever I make a build that I'm proud of and that I'm happy with, and I'm having a good time, the world just seems to get deleted. Like, there was that server. There was another one where I made a jungle village with my friends. There was another one before that one where I made a nice little cottage home in the plains with a different friend. There was also one where... Actually, they're not even all servers. Because, like, on a server, I can kind of understand it. Like, that's not mine. I can't control that. If they feel like doing something else with it, then that's what they do, and I have to accept that. But then, like, when it happens on my own private, single-player world, that kind of hurts on the inside. There's been so many times in which a world that I made, after, like, a clean install or a transfer, it just gets deleted. Like, I do my best to back them up, and I think I backed them up successfully, and then I just haven't, and then they're gone. Like, excuse me? I spent hours upon days on that shit. You can't just leave? That hurts. I cry. I put so much blood, sweat, and tears into Minecraft. You'd think by now I would have learned to not get as attached to the builds that I make, but you'd be wrong. I get emotionally attached to things so incredibly quickly. And even though that does suck sometimes when the things leave or get destroyed, I still don't see it as a thing that I need to fix, because I don't see it as an issue. I think emotional attachment can be good. It just sucks when it gets broken and then my heart hurts. Although it also does suck when people don't understand when I have emotional attachments to things, and then they laugh at me when I'm upset. That's a bit of a bummer. But you know, it happens, I guess. Just gotta live with it. Oh, yo, I've got this yellow sweater on, and I had on some gray shorts, and I looked at myself in the mirror, and I was like, wait a minute. Wait a damn minute. And so I put on some pink socks, and then I put on a black beanie, and then I was a pencil. Had the black lead tip, the tan skin wood, the yellow, I guess body of the pencil, the gray metal part, and then the pink eraser, all together into one fit. And let me tell you, I was the cutest damn pencil I've ever seen in my life, and that was yesterday. And then when I took off the pencil garb, I looked in the mirror, and I had accidentally swept like half of my hair behind my shoulder, and it looked like I had a bob cut, and I looked like a rip-off Velma from Scooby-Doo. But you know what? I was still cute, so who's gonna stop me? I've been getting a bit more self-confident, or self-confidence, I don't know, in my appearance. I'm not letting anybody take me down. Try as you might. I know I'm cute. Say I look like shit in that dress. Say it, I dare you. I will say you're wrong, and I will be 100% correct in that. Damn, a year ago I would have just agreed and been like, yeah, I look like shit. You're worth more than that. I am. You are. We are worth more than that. We look good. And we should not let anybody else tell us anything different. My fucking pickaxe. Oh yeah, I have like 5 cats somewhere. When this server started, I just went out exploring, and I found a village, and I tamed like 5 cats, and I put them all into one house, and I haven't seen them since. I should probably bring them over to my new place of residence, But I just haven't. I named one of them Darwin. The other ones don't have names. And I should probably bring over the house. They're probably cold. It was one of those, like, snow villages. So they're probably very cold in their little wooden hut. Poor guys. They've got each other for warmth. The Iron Golem can come in and feed them, I guess. I also might have stuff in a chest around there. I made a nether portal just so that I could go and explore the nether because I found a little pool. And I had so much good stuff, and then a piglin brute decided he didn't like me exploring his house and killed me on sight. It wasn't fun, and I haven't been to the nether since. I've been playing Minecraft a lot more since my friend made this server. And I'm really glad that they did. Minecraft is just very fun for me, and I enjoy playing it a lot. When I don't know what to do, I just go onto Minecraft and start building. I'll just come up with ideas. It's just kind of something to distract me, but also something where I can have a good time being distracted. What does suck, though, is that I constantly need background noise, because I don't know, I just need fucking audio stimulation, I guess, and Minecraft music just isn't enough. And sometimes I just can't find something that I really want to listen to, and so I'm just stuck looking and waiting, and then I start thinking, and I'm like, oh no, that's not good, and then I stop for a minute, and then I look for something to listen to, and I'll find like one thing, and I'm like, oh, thank God, and then it's 20 minutes, and then after 20 minutes, it's just gone, and I'm like, shit, now I don't have anything to listen to, oh, ah. And it's so hard, because once I find something new I enjoy, like a new channel or something, I just turn that on and I binge like every video they have on their channel as background noise. And people make like 20-minute long videos now, and so then that never takes too long. It's only like a week or sometimes a month if I'm lucky and they have a lot of videos. But then once that's over, I have to wait till they make new things. Because I can't listen to the same thing again, because once I listen to it like more than twice, it's just, ooh, no good. My brain just doesn't appreciate it. It's like, yeah, I know what this is already. Give me something else. And then I gotta look. What's even worse is when I fall out of enjoying something, and then I just can't listen to it, because I'm like, oh, it's this, ew. I remember when I was younger, I really wanted to be a YouTuber. Like a gaming YouTuber. I was like, yeah! I'll make gaming videos like all my favorite YouTubers, and I'll get really popular, and I'll get lots of money, and everyone will want to be my friend. Clearly that's not gonna happen. I've never made a gaming video ever. I do these streams, but, I mean, you can see how many people are watching. I don't think I'm gonna blow up anytime soon, especially because I do it on YouTube and not Twitch. Twitch is where you go for all the cool streamers. But I just sit here on my little YouTube channel and chill. Honestly, I'm too scared to try Twitch. I did it once with Valorant. I was terrified the whole time. Very nervous. I didn't even play the game that well because I was so nervous. So I'm just gonna stick to YouTube. I might do some Valorant streams sometime. Maybe. Maybe Overwatch. I don't know, sometimes I get worried that people that do watch my streams, even though there's only a few, sometimes I get worried that they're just gonna be like, oh, it's Minecraft again. Or, oh, she's drawing again. But then also I get worried that it's like, what's this? Something new? Ew, disgusting. You can't please you can't please everyone. So don't worry about it. And do what you want. Maybe I'll do an Overwatch stream soon, because I've been really into Overwatch recently. I'm trying to diversify who I play, and so I'm just constantly in quick play on the flex role so that I just get put in random situations, so I'm forced to try people that aren't Junkrat or Reaper. And I wouldn't say I'm, like, great at them, but I've gotten pretty okay at Reinhardt, and I think I'm decent at Orisa. I got my favorite skin for her, so I love it. It's the one that kind of looks like a beetle, and it's blue. I think it starts with a D, but I don't remember. I also play Torbjorn on the occasion. And I used to only play Lucio when it came to, being healer. Because I was nervous, and all you have to really do with him is just be close to the people, so he wasn't that hard to pick up. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try other people. And now I really like Moira. I also like Mercy, but I really like Moira. Okay, bye-bye. It's also fun because I got a Moira, Blackwatch skin. And it's a really nice one. Moira doesn't have that many good skins, but the Blackwatch one is pretty nice. I never remember the names of skins. I just remembered it's like, oh, it's the beach one, or oh, it's the walrus one. I play Roadhog sometimes, and my favorite skin of him is was it the Ice Fisher? I think that's what it's called, but he looks like a walrus. I'm not that great at Roadhog, but he's kind of fun. But I can't unlock the walrus skin until the winter because it's a winter loot box thing. So many of the skins I want are like seasonal loot boxes, and they're all out of season, and it's annoying. Please just let me get the Rat King Reaper skin. I'll do anything. Please, I beg of you, Riot Games. Give me the rat. Where is it? There it is. Oh boy. More chests! I wonder how many double chests I'm gonna end up with when this whole thing's over. Oh wait, I need those. That, and these. Alright, okay. Yeah, I think that's a good amount. Alright. I wish I had like an under chest or a shulker box or something so that I don't have to keep running back to place all my blocks into the chest. Because when it's filled with pickaxes like this, it gets kind of hard to stay in one place for too long. Maybe if I do an Overwatch stream, because I get nervous playing it on my own, I could do it with a friend. Because I had a lot of my friends play it, actually, and I was surprised to learn that. I only got it a month ago, maybe? 2 months? I don't remember. Maybe it was, I think it was 2 months. I may be wrong. I think I've said it 3 times now, but I have no sense of time anymore. Hey there, bud. Well, this sure is scary. I don't look like that there's a creeper. Oh, of course he jumped down the second I got up. Hey. Bitch. Alright. Well, that was stressful. So glad that we got out of that terrifying situation. Creepers are cool. I wonder what one would look like if it was in real life. Like, would its mouth constantly be open? Would it have one of those, like, kind of cat, dog mouth things? Like one of those smush face cats, you know? How would the legs work? Because they just kind of move. Are they both forwards? Are one set forward, one set backward? Is it like a giraffe? Is it just like a tiny green giraffe? Is that whole thing... I don't know. I think it'd be really cool to see what it would look like in real life, if it ever came to real life. Maybe I'll draw it. Maybe I'll draw my own interpretation of real life. Because some creatures in Minecraft, it's like, yeah, whoa, hello. Some creatures in Minecraft, you just know, and you're like, oh yeah, that's a sheep. Or, oh yeah, that's a cat. And sometimes you get a fucking strider, and it's like, oh, what would you be? Like a strider, or a ghast. Or a creeper. It's just like, man, how do I even draw you? How do you draw a ghast? I've seen some people just draw it as like a jellyfish, and it looks nice, don't get me wrong, but it feels wrong. I see it and I'm like, damn, that is so pretty, and that is so beautiful. But man, that just doesn't feel right. They just feel... They feel much too threatening to be a jellyfish, you know? That's just not... just doesn't feel right. Like, you see a jellyfish in the sky and you're like, oh my god, that's so cool and beautiful. And then it starts shooting fireballs at you and you're like, never mind, that's none of those things and I'm about to die. And like, you wouldn't think of that with a jellyfish. But it's got the tentacles. Or whatever, what is it called on a jelly? Are they tentacles? Does a jellyfish have tentacles? What are where are the little doodles? What are the little, like the ribbon things on the bottom of a jellyfish? What's all that about? Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. What are the parts of a jellyfish? It's loading. Mesoglia? Oh, okay, so they are called tentacles. They're also called lappets. Oh, okay. I was right. So they're tentacles. Man. Oh, that's weird. I always think of tentacles as like, you know, big, strong arms with like no joints and suction cups. And they'll tear you apart. But then they just got little wimpy tiny little tentacles. You even lift, bro? Bro, do you even lift? Your tentacles can't even lift a seashell. What are you doing, bro? I can crack a clam in half with one tentacle. You can't even lift it. That's such a shame, bro. Just listen. Not even missing leg day. You're just missing every day. They can't... They have no... I don't think they have muscle. They don't have organs. And they don't have muscle. They're just goop. They're just jelly goop in the ocean. I've never thought in depth about it. They're just goop with a... with like a... what's the word? What's the word when it's like one shape and it doesn't change? It's just goop with a something form. Cause it's not solid, but condensed? I don't think it's condensed. I don't know. You know what I mean. You get it. You understand. I believe in you. I'll figure it out someday. Sea creatures are so cool, though. I wanted to be a marine biologist when I was, like, little. And I was convinced that's what I was gonna do with my life. Like, I would go in my goddamn 2nd grade class. And I'd be like, Miss Teacher, I want to be a marine biologist. And she'd be like, damn, that's awesome. I think you can totally do that. And I'd be like, thank you. I love you so much. If you can't tell, my 2nd grade teacher was my favorite teacher ever. But anyway. I would draw sea creatures all of the time. I just loved them so much. I had this one paper that just had, I don't know, like 50 different sea creatures on it. It was my mom's favorite thing I ever drew. And then one day we lost it while we were moving. Or no, not while we were moving, but we lost it one day. And then I think we found it while we were moving. And it was years and years after we'd already lost it. And so we were both really excited to see it again. We were like, oh my god, look at that. I looked like shit. I was a literal baby. I was so young and so small and so stupid. My art, trash. But I mean, you know, it was sentimental. Memories. I don't even know what half of the creatures are on there, but I vividly remember going on to, like, a sea creature website with my mom on her little laptop. And we were looking at the creatures together so that I could draw them. Man, that was good times. I miss being a kid. Being responsible for things and working and stuff is stressful and scary and dumb. I think I deserve to have a do-over. I think I should be put back into the 4th grade, into a 4th grade body with my same brain. That way I can actually remember shit this time. And so that I actually am able to comprehend how much time I have to have a good time. So when I was in 4th grade, dude, I didn't think of shit. I was just like, man, I'm in 4th grade. This is so cool. I get to read books in my spare time. But I didn't actually read because I didn't like reading, so I would just organize the books during reading time. And then I also made my mom get an engraved dog tag, like one of those pet tag things you put on a collar. And I got it engraved with my name on it. And then I put it on one of those rubber loom, like rainbow loom necklaces that I made. And I called it my collar because I wanted to be a warrior cat so bad. And I made 2 for some friends of mine. And it was like 20 bucks each. I don't know why my mom let me do that. And let me wear it to school and make some for my friends. I still have it somewhere. Like, the rainbow loom snapped at one point, and then I fixed it. But then it eventually snapped again, and then at that point, I wasn't as into it, so I just didn't remake it. But I still have the tag somewhere. And it's got my old name on it, and it's gross. But that's what I was doing in 4th grade, when really I should have been appreciating my time more. I should have been savoring the moments instead of running around in my family room with a cardboard warrior cat's den and pretending that I was a cat. I could have done so much more. If only I knew. If only I knew. Also, semi-related. My friend always pokes fun at me for having a horse phase, and I would like to state this officially. My horse phase lasted less than a year, less than half a year, probably less than a month. It was short-lived. She, on the other hand, My Little Pony phase, years. Granted, I also had one that lasted years, but that doesn't count as a horse phase. I was not a horse girl. Horses are cool, though. They're awesome. Horses are really, really cool. But I wasn't a horse girl. Despite how much she wants it to be true, I wasn't. And I won't let her lie about me any longer. I was just a girl who happened to enjoy horses. And is that so bad? Am I wrong for enjoying that beautiful animal? They're so strong and fast. One could carry me effortlessly and jump and do acrobatics with ease. And you're saying I'm wrong for liking that animal. I think you're wrong. I think you should get with it. I think you should like that animal too. I think you should appreciate every animal. I think every animal deserves love and appreciation. Have you seen a goblin shark? Have you seen what they can do with their jaw? That bitch, it's like a frog's tongue. Instead, it's the whole jaw shooting out to grab its prey. That is commitment, that is effort, that is work. And that is respectable as an animal. And people just don't get it. They see a goblin shark and they scream. They're scared. They're terrified. For what? What's the reason? What do you have against the goblin shark? What do you have against the horse? And what do you have against happiness? These are things I don't think we'll ever get an answer to. Sadly. Some people just... Some people, man. Ooh, that could have been bad. Honestly, there's so many cool animals, though. Like, have you seen... What is it called? Fuck, what's it called? Oh, no! Don't tell me I forgot. It was really cool. Well, I forgot its name, but it's this one frog that its blood is blue. Like not that kind of blue that you see in your veins, but like a greenish teal blue. And its bones are also greenish teal blue. Like, what a little baller, dude. Not only do you have cool colored blood, but you also have cool colored bones? I'm jealous. Dude, if my bones were fucking blue, that would be awesome. I would be selling my bones for profit. And by selling my bones, I mean my teeth. People sell their teeth all the time. So I would just have even more expensive teeth because they'd be blue. Imagine the wealth. The money. I mean, I'd only be able to sell like one set of teeth because they'd be baby teeth, and I'm not gonna pull out my own grown adult teeth. Just for money. I feel like I would have to spend way more money on dentures than I would make on selling my blue teeth. But like, you know, it'd be genuine blue bone. No dye. None of that. I think it would sell for a lot of money. And I think I could be, decently rich. Not for a long time, but just, like, have enough so I can put it away and save it for when it is needed. And then also maybe buy some necessities that I'd need with my blue teeth money. Sometimes I just think about the things I say, and I wonder why they're said. I don't know if I should apologize. I don't think I have to apologize for what I just said. I think... You know what? No, I'm gonna stick with it. I think I'm going to be okay with blue teeth market. I think there wasn't a reason it needed to be said, but I think I shouldn't be sorry that it was said. What other bones could you sell? Because teeth, that's an obvious one, because they fall out when you're young. But what are other bones in your body that could be easily removed without any damage to you that you could then sell? Because, like, there's organs that you can sell. Like kidneys and shit. I mean, you can only sell one, but you can still sell it. I mean, technically you can donate them, but I mean, selling them you get a bit more money. What, like, do you really need toes? I think maybe I could just cut off some toes, maybe sell toe bones. I do need my fingers, so I can't really do that. I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't be as profitable as I wish it would be. I'd probably only get, like, that one-time payment for my... Ooh, maybe unless I turned, like, my baby teeth into some kind of jewelry. Or something. Or just made it a little bit more pretty than just teeth. Maybe then it would sell for more. Because not only then are you paying for my very rare blue bones, but you're also paying for the work that I put in to make the bones look nice. What's not true? I see where you're coming from there with the losing of the balance, but the thing is, who needs balance nowadays? I could just do what they did in, I think it was ancient Egypt where they found it, and get those fake prosthetic toes. Maybe it was Greece. I don't know, but I remember I saw a thing of, like, some dude that had a prosthetic toe. I could just get prosthetic toes. Oh, so you must have just gotten here. So I was talking about this cool frog that, has bluish, greenish bones. And so I said I think it would be very cool if I were to also have bluish, greenish bones. And then I started, thinking, well, if I did have bluish, greenish bones, I think that it would be smart of me to sell them for a profit, because no one else would have bluish greenish bones, but then mine would just be naturally that color, and I think a lot of people would want my bones. So I could easily sell my baby teeth, since those are bones, but they just fall out of you. So that's a really easy moneymaker right there. But then after the baby teeth are gone, what am I to do? How am I supposed to sell more bones? I can't exactly remove more of my bones to sell them. So I don't know how I feel like it would just be a one-time profit of teeth for the blue bone market. And that's a pickaxe. I don't know. I wish there was a way to easily extract extra unneeded bones so I could continue to sell. But sadly, I do kind of need all my other bones, so I can't really just remove one and sell it. I wonder what the world would be like if we had colorful bones. You'd think people would get bullied? It would be like, haha, what color are your bones? My bones are hot pink. You're a loser with your fucking orange bones. Fucking nerd. Do you think that would happen? Do you think bone color bullying would be a thing? I fully believe that would be a thing if we had colored bones. I wonder how it would be determined. Would it be like hair color? Like, your mom had this color and your dad had that color, and then, like, you get one of those? Or would it be like a mix? Like, your mom had green and your dad had yellow, and so then you had a yellowy green bone? I wonder how bone color genetics would work, if that was real. I guess since I'm making the hypothetical, I can make it however I feel like. Hey, dweeb! Nice fucking maroon bones. Loser. Cause like, the only place you'd be able to see it would be on people's teeth. Imagine people that are, like, self-conscious about their bone color just not talking because they don't want people to see. Dude, imagine, like, colored, like, Invisalign shit. Colored teeth guards so that you can pretend you have different colored bones. And be like, what do you mean? I don't have blue bones. I've got gray bones. You can see it right here in my teeth. They're gray. Dude, imagine the fucking drama teen movies that they could have with that concept, like if that was real, where it would be like, everyone made fun of her. Everyone thought she was ugly. And then she took off her glasses and ponytail and fake teeth guard, and everyone saw her beautiful flowing locks, her lovely eyes, and her stunning golden teeth. It's like everyone made fun of me back home for my golden teeth. That's why I moved here. To escape all the drama. This is so fucking dumb. I feel like I'm taking it too far. But I'm enjoying it so much. Dude, that would be so fucking rainbow teeth. It's like that, what was he, like the glub fish? Or no, the pout fish? No, that was a different one. I remember that one little kid's book with that one fish that had these shiny rainbow scales, and he was so stingy. But, like, I don't, you know, I'm thinking about it now. I don't think he was wrong. That was part of his body. That was him. Maybe he was a little arrogant. But there's just these people asking for his scales. They're like, hey, give me your scales. And then when he's like, no, they're like, wow, you selfish bitch. I can't believe you would not hand me a part of your body for my enjoyment. That's just a little weird. That's a little weird, if I'm being honest. I think he had the right to say no to handing out his scales. Or am I just remembering the book wrong? I might be remembering the book wrong, because now I'm thinking that maybe he was being generous in giving them out. Either way, if any bitch asked for his scales, I think he would have the right to say no. Damn, kids' books are something. I kind of wanna write a kids' book. I think it'd be really fun. I don't know what the hell the message would be, but I just think it'd be fun to write and illustrate a kids' book, because kids' books, there's a lot less pressure on there for it to be the next masterpiece. Kids don't give a shit. They'll listen to their mom read them a bedtime story and then just start running around the room putting their fingers in their nose. They don't care. They'll just look and be like, ooh, pretty picture. That's a really shit moral if they're being forced to give up a part of them. It's like some guy giving out food to help others, and then his house is being raided, like the pantries and the fridges, by just random people, and they're just like, sharing's caring, fuck ass. I mean, it would make sense, I guess, because usually when it comes to kids' books, there's more pictures than there are words. Kids aren't avid readers, for the most part. I think it'd be nice to be a kids' book illustrator. I just need to get better at art. I need to make another shovel. I'm all out of shovels. I love how most of this Terraria music is just really, really intense, and then I'm talking about dumb shit like colored bones in kids' books and mining in Minecraft, and then this fucking Terraria music's just blasting and hardcore. Now I'm amped up to continue mining at the same speed that I've been mining this entire time. I'm gonna be patient faster. So yeah, once I get done with the top of this bit, I'm gonna work on the bottom of it. And then I'll finish the bottom of the other side. It should be good. I don't like how mobs keep appearing in my tunnel, though. I don't like it a lot, because then I get scared that they'll hurt me. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just being here, and then they come and attack me for no reason. I think we should have some sort of system in place to— oh, what the— where did he go? Well, that's fun. I'm just gonna assume he despawned and not worry about him jump scaring me later. I think once I get back to my farm, I can show you guys that infinite lava farm I was talking about, and the many boats of zombie villagers I have held captive in the room next door. One of them's a baby. Once I heal him, he'll grow into an adult, and he'll live a fulfilling life serving me. You would not believe how annoying it was to plan out this whole tunnel. Because I'm keeping it underground so I don't have to deal with mobs when I'm, you know, carting to another area. But then I have to dig out all this area, number one. Number two, I have to figure out how deep I need to go, because I can't hit the surface. That just defeats the whole purpose of an underground railway, to go above the surface. And so I would be like, oh yeah, this is gonna work. And then I just hit the surface and I'd be like, alright, we're gonna go down then. But I couldn't just keep going down. I'd have to go back up eventually, because I was below the area in which the stop for the railway was, because I already sectioned that out. And it was difficult to plan, so I had to go above surface and look at the areas in which the railway was going to be, so that I could get it right and actually make it not hit the surface. Hey, what's good? I'm making an underground railway for myself so I can go to my friends' houses in Minecraft. Because for some reason I just always live so far away from everyone else, I guess. I'm just different, you know? They just don't get me. They just don't understand. I'm weird. I'm a weirdo. Although it's also kind of nice because when I live out farther from people, I don't have to worry about them, like, building on the places I've planned to build. Because it always sucks, and I'm like, ooh, yeah, I got this great idea, and then someone else just takes that. Because I can't get mad. That place didn't have my name on it. It only had an idea and a dream. And it's been taken by someone else. But then I don't have to worry about it when I'm far away. I'm like Elsa. I'm the queen of isolation. Except I'm not anymore because I'm purposefully connecting my home with their homes. Although it's still, I guess it's still technically some kind of isolation because they're not there normally. I have to seek them out, or they have to seek me out. Yes! Oh! Alright. The tops are done! Let's go! Now I can show you guys my lava farm and my zombie villager room. Time to go! I also have to build the roof to this well. And I'm also gonna build the well deeper and put some axolotls in it, because I found some axolotls while I was mining a bit back. You would not believe how long it took me to clear out this whole area. It took a double chest and a half to fill with just logs. It took a long time. Not to mention all of the hoeing and collecting water and oh my god. Anyway, this is my lava farm. These two don't really drip because there's not that much lava. I only had one bucket. And so what I'm planning on doing is using the lava that I get from here and putting it up there. That way I can get more. You know, it's like like a self-building thing. Anyway, here's the zombies. I got a bunch of them in there. You can see, there's a babe. You can kind of see him. He's really tiny. He's right there in front of that guy. But yeah, I just got some zombies over here. And I'll make them better once I have the stuff for it. And then I have my own little in the side of the wall house right here. I haven't done the interior yet. It's just this stuff, and then there's that. I've been taking wood reserves from here, but this part was full, and then it was like to here with more log. But I've been using it for things. I know, I've been planning on doing something like that. I just don't have the stuff to make potions yet. I haven't gotten any blaze rods or anything. The only time I was in the Nether was when the server was first started. I went exploring and I made another portal out of a little pit of lava. And so I went and I was collecting things, having a good time, and then a piglin brute killed me and I lost everything. So I haven't been back to the Nether since to get anything else. But once I feel like I'm ready to actually not die in the Nether, I'm gonna go back and get some more things, get some potions, because potions are really important. Especially to get those villagers ready. By God, I need some villagers that can give me some major discounts. Because I want to get, like a full, what's it called? Maxed out. I want to get maxed out netherite armor. I've never had that. I've never had maxed out netherite armor. Because I usually only play survival on servers. I don't know why. I get this really like, not a normal feeling of loneliness, but like an extreme kind of loneliness whenever I play survival on my own. I feel like I might not if I do like a survival series, because then there'll be like you guys to keep me company and to watch and see what I do, so it's not only for my eyes. I think I might do that. I think when the full update comes out and the new generation for caves and stuff comes out, I might do a little series, like a stream thing. Get a schedule set up, like once a week. I'll do a Minecraft stream, be like, hey guys, like what's going on? Ooh, I got plans. I don't know, I think that'd be fun. Something I really want to do when the cave update fully comes out is build an underground cave home town village thing. And I think that'd be a very fun thing to do. Maybe I could do like a hardcore series. I don't know. I think that'd be fun. It's always fun playing in servers with friends. I don't know. They probably use it for something. I actually haven't. I don't really pay attention to trades that aren't like farmer trades or Fletcher trades or librarian trades. If it's like a butcher or a blacksmith or whatever they're called, I usually don't pay attention because I don't need them much for things. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I'm gonna have to get a lectern, and I'm gonna have to get one of those fletching tables so I can set up those boys with some jobs once I've got them nice and... What's the word? Unzombified? I don't know, healed? Once they're not undead and are, like, not dead, like alive again, and people with flesh and not rotten flesh. Once they got that, then I'm gonna have to give them some jobs, set them up with their own little housing rooms. Something I find really nice is when it doesn't look like one of those normal trading centers where they're all just in their little stalls like a horse stable, but instead it looks like rooms, but they actually just cannot leave. Like, there isn't a door, or you've put them behind a counter that they can't escape from, so it looks like you're at a bookstore, but it's really just this guy's forever prison behind the bookstore counter, and he just constantly has to give you enchanted books. It is quite annoying getting the trades that I want, though. There was one time in a server where I was trying to get fully maxed out netherite, and I was just, for like a good 30 minutes, I just kept destroying and replacing this lectern in front of this guy until I could get mending. It took so long, it was so annoying, but I finally got it, and then I started getting mending for my stuff, and then the server was deleted, so it didn't matter anyway. But you know, it happens. This time, though. This time on this server. I know I'm getting my hopes up and they'll probably be crushed, but I'm gonna hope. I'm gonna hope and I'm gonna pray that it won't get deleted before I get maxed out netherite. It's all I want. I just want to do it legit. Some people in this server play on creative because that's just how they have more fun. But I play on survival because that's how I have more fun. I can't knock them for liking creative. It is really nice to just be able to do whatever you want, whenever you want, with, like, just the opening of an inventory. But I always feel like when I'm on a server with friends and I'm in creative, it just gets so boring so fast, because I didn't have to work for any of the stuff. I just get it and I put it down and then it's done. And then everything is done in the matter of minutes. And it's just... You know, it just gets so boring so fast when you're in creative. And it's just such a satisfying feeling once you finish a build in survival and you know that you've gotten all those blocks on your own. You've spent so much time in it and you've just put all of this effort and work, and then it's finally done and it is the best feeling in the world. But that also means it's the worst feeling in the world once that world gets deleted. And then it's gone, and you'll never see it again, and all of that time you spent on it was wasted. Although I guess it wasn't fully wasted for the memories you have of it. Just better hope you got a good memory. Yes, we're almost at the stairs. Dude, this whole thing, these rails that barely even make it to halfway of the whole track, That was 3 stacks. That was 3 stacks of rails. And it barely did anything. I'm doing a second row. Like, right on this line, that's gonna be a second row of rails. I'm going to be so poor when it comes to iron. I'm gonna have, like, no iron whatsoever because of all that. Not to mention gold, dude. I gotta make powered rails so that I can actually move in the cart. Luckily, I keep finding iron veins while I mine here. So I'm at least getting some more that I need. But man, it's gonna be annoying. I'm not excited. Like, you got some up there, there's some over there. There's some holes, like, in the walls that some of them I did patch up, but are, like, right there. That's where iron was, and I was just collecting it. And I'm gonna do another run around of that, and then I'll replace the empty space. Because... Here, let me show you guys on my... Here. This is my creative world where I build all the things that I want to build so I can, like, refine the design and get it right so that I don't end up getting materials I don't need in the servers and wasting time on stuff that won't work. So this is just the basic idea. It's just gonna be, like, kind of small, but I'm gonna have these things here to act as kind of, as, what is it called? Just kind of, like, frames a bit. And then I'll have, it's just gonna be that, so it looks good. But yeah, and that's the plan for that. I got other things built here. That's where I designed that. It was gonna, I don't think this is actually gonna work out. I don't have enough room up there to have one of these circle windows that I wanted to have. Oh yeah, I also built this big tree thing. And I'm really happy with it. It took me a while. This is actually for, that big buff woman that I was talking about earlier. Yeah, this is hers. Oh yeah, and then I also, this is for, a different server that I had. This was gonna be, like, the main house. I had to break that so I could test something. This is gonna be the main house, and then there's the upstairs, there's the upstairs, and this part, but then the downstairs led into a series of rooms. There was, let me show, There was this room, the potion room. I did have a texture pack that made these invisible, so just pretend that you don't see them. But yeah, also the colored glass is just so that I knew how many numbers of chain there were, so I didn't mess it up when I was gonna recreate it. Because I have to make these off of screenshots when I'm doing it in the real world. But yeah, this was the potion room. And then this... What was this gonna be again? Oh yeah, this was the storage room. It's not very special. But I also had to build a kind of holding cell area. So that was this. Every single thing is a different cell that was intended to hold specimens. This one... Oh yeah, that was just so that I could keep him here. That's the only specimen that's alive in here. There were 2 separate areas, but then... Based on the story lore, the wall was broken down so that he had more room. And then okay, well, I can't go to it from there because I was messing around with sizing. I had to build, I came up with some redstone for it. Well, I didn't come up with it, but I made redstone so I had, the one-way piston door. So that would open there. And then... there's the entrance. And so then here is the... And so then here is the, like, testing room. Where are... There they are. And then there's the lights. And then I had 2 things. Where are they? Tools? Combat. Okay. So I put one in there. You hit the dropper. You wait a little bit. And then... boom! Comes right out. Right onto the table. Now, originally there's an iron door here. None of this has an actual practical function. It was literally all just for story. I don't use this for anything, but the intended use for backstory and stuff of the character was that this was a testing facility, the specimens would be held in there, and this is where they would be tested on. So you would, like, the intended use would be you put a potion in there, and then you drop it on there and observe from a distance, so that you would not have to worry about getting the effects, and you could just watch whatever it does to the test subject on here. And all of this, I rigged all of this. And I did that all on my own, came up with it on my own. And then the server glitched out and we had to abandon it, basically. So that house gone, this gone, those rooms gone. But I mean, the nice thing is that I still have the build here, so I can always rebuild it somewhere else, come up with something new. Let's expand on it. Not exactly an SCP kind of thing, because they weren't special specimens. They were just normal animals that were tested on. I can actually tell you about the story. So, this is the character that I made for that server in particular. They're a scarecrow come to life from a witch. A witch used some fucking magic and some science to bring them to life. And they were both a test subject and a... what's the word? Like, assistant. And so they would work with some of the animals and collect materials for her. She was just a bitch. She was just the worst. And she was into experimental spells and potions. And so she was constantly working on new things. With the intent to harm. Because she would, like, sell it to pillagers, illagers, whatever they're called. So that they could better raid villages. And would get top fucking dollar for it. And obviously she wasn't going to test on herself, so she would test on animals and on my character to get a better idea of its effects. So that whole thing was just a place to hold the different specimens and see what would happen. Because it wasn't she didn't only do harmful potions. She did do things that were, like, species-specific. It was just the dangerous stuff was her forte. And so she would need more animals and different kinds of species and types to see how it would react with different animals. She was murdered. I did murder her. She deserved it, though. Her name... I never really was concrete on what her name was. I kind of like Tatiana, though. I think that was a good name. I'm not to be mean to any Tatianas out there, but it does sound a little bit of a bitchy name. And she was quite the bitch. And I did hate her a lot. I like making characters that I can hate. I think it's fun. I think she deserved her death. And man, her death, dude, kinda really sucked for her. While she was working on some potions, and just working on some new things, she accidentally spilled a bunch of poison potion on herself. And so she was just, she was in pain. She was writhing, and she was begging my dude to get her some milk and, like, you know, to make it stop. And potions of poison can't kill you. They can get you down to half a heart, but they cannot kill you. You still need one final blow. And so that's what I did. She was weak and vulnerable and deserved it. And so she died. And then my character released all of the well creatures, the ones that had a decent chance at surviving in the wild again. And then kept the ones that were too fucked up to live on their own. Which included that polar bear. Could have voted a sort of different version of the Blaze. Oh, I didn't. I did not know that, actually. The earliest thing I can remember that there was voting for was the Phantom, when he got voted in. And then I remember after that there was the one that was like the swamp or the mountain. I'm still so mad that we didn't get frogs. We got goats. But, you know, they're pretty cool, I guess. Can't knock a goat. They're cute. I just wanted my frogs. I wanted my swamp update. It's okay, though. We get snowier snow. Oh, yo, what's good? Oh, you can put it over there with the other one. Someone else left that. Or really, just put it wherever I get. Oop. Watch out, man. I don't want to hit you. Bro, you're just trying to get hit. Listen, man. I'm not gonna get sued over this. I'm sure you've got great insurance. I don't want to deal with it, though. So please don't try- oh. Okay. Yeah, alright. I'm sure there's more caves somewhere. You're stressing me out, bud. You're just right there, and you're kind of stressing me out a little bit. Okay, I'm sorry. Nah, don't worry. You can stay. You're fine. I had to give you a flower, but I don't have one. And I also don't... You're really testing me, dude. I'm trying to be nice here. I'm really trying. I really am. You gotta stop walking in the way of my pickaxe. Thank you. Endermen are cool. I think they're very fun. I enjoy their company. Sometimes, though, they get in the way a little bit. Yeah, goats are pretty cool, I guess. The snowier snow is actually really interesting. When they said snowier snow, I didn't know that that was what they meant. And now I'm loving it. You could prank your friends so hard with snowier snow. Just be like, oh, come on outside, we're gonna hang and have a fun time. And then boom! They're suffocating and freezing to death in the snow. I just think it's fun. It's also really nice for making, like, little hops off a mountain. Just jump into the snow, crawl on out, and you're good. And you can walk on it once you get, I think it was leather boots? I don't know if it's any kind of boot. I always hear people talking about leather boots in particular. I don't know. As long as you got some booties on your feet, you're probably good to walk on the snow. I've also decided that while I am gonna make, like a maxed out pair of, or a maxed out set of netherite armor, I'm also going to make, some maxed out, golden boots, mainly just for the nether. Because even though piglins can't really kill me if I have a maxed out set of netherite armor on, I don't want them to bother me. I want them to leave me alone, and as long as I've got gold somewhere on my person, I'm fine. And besides, then I don't have to worry about flooding up my netherite boots with a bunch of extra enchantments. AKA soul speed. If I made, like, a nether portal between my house and the dock, it would definitely be faster, especially if I made a nether highway. But this is just... I like the railroad idea more because they already have railroads over on their side. And they've got other tracks. I was actually riding in one, I think 2 days ago. And then a skeleton got into a different cart right behind me, and so we were having a high-speed railroad gun-down shootout battle. Where he was shooting me, and I was slicing at him. Let me tell you, he almost destroyed my cart a couple times. But in the end, I killed him, and I won. Because I'm a winner, and all I ever do is win. I'm just checking up on him, everyone. Oh, he placed it down. Cool. And I remember back when there was an Enderman chilling in my windmill that I made on a different server. And it was raining, and so he was just sitting there waiting with me until the rain stopped so he could go. And I had some flowers with me and some dirt, so I put a little dirt block and I put a little poppy on there for him. And he picked up the poppy, and when the rain stopped, he took it with him and left. It was really nice. He was a very cool bro, and I miss him. I wonder if he remembers me. Probably not. As he is just AI. But I think it's still sweet. As I mentioned earlier, I do get emotionally attached to things easily. Oh well. Rip my heart out. As long as I had a chance to feel something for a little bit. Yeah, they can. They can pick up a decent amount of things. I think it's always very cute when an Enderman's just walking around with a little flower. Like, where are you going with that? Where are you gonna put that little flower? You got a little Enderman Valentine. You're gonna give it to your Enderman partner. Give him a cute little treat. Maybe giving it to their Enderman parent as a thank you gift. Maybe giving it to another player. You never know. They just have their flower. And they look very happy about it. I should probably go and make myself a shovel so I don't have to keep punching gravel and dirt. But I don't feel like going all the way back until all of my pickaxes are depleted or until my inventory is full of blocks. I'm probably going to end the stream once everything is dug out. So we've still got a decent bit of time. Because we still have this whole area and then this whole thing. Dude, that's adorable! I haven't seen Enderman exchange flowers, but there was one time when I saw two bees, in front of one flower, and they were bumping heads and enjoying the flower together. It was very cute. It was like they were on a little bee date. The Minecraft animals are just so nice. Something about them just has this kind of comforting and friendly charm to it. Like, if there's just an Enderman, and I just get happy seeing it, or if there's just a random fucking sheep just chilling, I'm like, oh, look at you! Look at you, you cutie! There's just something about it. I don't know, maybe they just programmed the AI really well. Maybe it's the simple design. But they just give off this cute, friendly, and welcoming aura. That immediately just makes me go, aww. Oh, it's raining outside. Isn't that nice? I'm gonna have to cover up that whole area eventually. I can't have the outside world looking in on my train track. That would defeat the point of me putting it underground. Ooh, fun! You got a little stalker. There have been Endermen that have teleported into my house too when I'm asleep and just kind of walk around my room. And I'm like, excuse me, please wait till I'm awake. I'm not a good host while I'm asleep. There was one time where there was an Enderman that would just chill on my farm, back on a different server, and he would just come around and teleport around and just stayed kind of close to me on my farm and watched me as I worked the fields. And he was very nice company. And so I put a boat out. I didn't push him into it, I just left it. Because if he wanted to sit in it and stay with me, then he could. If he didn't, then he didn't have to. It was completely up to him. And I went and I did some stuff. I came back and he was in the fucking boat. And so we were friends. I named him Reuben. And he was my little farmhand. I was even working on building him a little cabin. He had his own little farmhouse on my big farm. That was the server that got deleted a bit ago. So Ruben's gone. I miss him a lot. He was a good friend. Ah. Woo, Enderman roommate. Never left. We love a persistent friend. Alright, we're coming up to the turn. We're almost there. We already have every stair just completely cleared out because those were just hard for me to navigate on my top and bottom system. So I don't have to worry about the stairs, because they're all done. And then I also filled out that last tinier chunk that's across the water, so I don't have to worry about that. Am I out? Alright, time to go back. I'll make a shovel while I'm over there, I guess. Hee hee lava. It's farther than I thought. I can't wait for this to be finished. I might space out the spruce frames that I was planning on using just a little bit so I don't have to use as many materials. I don't know, though. I don't know what'll look good. Maybe I'll just have to bite the bullet, because I do have that one double chest that's practically completely full. I also love the new player thing where it's like, oh yeah, this many of the people on the server are asleep. I love that. I love that so much. You don't even know. Let's just... We'll make 4 of those, and then 16 of those. Alright. Back on that grind. He was just keeping you company and keeping you protected from all the night monsters. He's just a good friend. That's what he is. You know what? Since we're over here, I may as well just work on the other side and get it to where I have the other one. Oh, hey! Another Ender friend. Hello. There you go. It's a bit of a better platform for me, I guess. He was just keeping you extra safe, dude. Keeping you warm at night. He's a real friend. That's a real one. They're rare these days. Homie just placed the gravel in the middle of the road. What a man. Buddy, you're a little bit tall to be on the top of this. I'm sorry, but it's 2 blocks tall. You're a block taller than that. It's not your fault you're so tall. It's okay. I'm making it taller for you to walk around the whole tunnel. Oh, hey, whoa, 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 whoa! Thanks for being the lookout. I appreciate your support from behind. Glad I had this intense terrain. Hey, you did it! Glad I had this intense Terraria music to help my epic battle scene between the zombies. See? He had a flower in his hand. That means he was there to keep you company and protect you. That's a friend. That's a frienderman. They're just good. We're friends. Are we friends? Hell yeah! Let's go! I made a new friend. I wonder what my new friend's name is. We'll find out someday. Oh, it's daytime still? Sweet. Oh, what new block you got, bud? More gravel. Nice. I wonder what my friend will build. Maybe a tower. I do know that. It's like distorted hellos and haze and what's up. It's really cool. I love the sound effects for the Enderman. I don't know why, but they just sound so cool to me. There's a lot of really cool sound effects in Minecraft that I enjoy a lot. But there's one that I don't enjoy, and that's drinking honey from the bottle. What? They didn't need to make it sound like that. They didn't need to do that. Hey, bud. Up. Oh yeah, look for the eye. I almost forgot about that one. It's really cool. I wonder what exactly they did to those people's voices to make it sound like that. Same with the ghast. I wonder what effects they put on that cat to make it sound like that. It's one very loud cat. How much longer? Okay, so we're not too far off from it. I might just work on both at the same time so I don't have to go back as much. Because I already have to go back enough to put all my blocks back in the chest. Which, speaking of, I'm probably gonna have to do that relatively soon considering... Actually, hold on. Let's free up a slot. Alright. Back to the dirt. When I die, I will welcome the dirt's embrace. Surround me in the soil. Let my body rest. Except for my bones. Remove the bones before you bury me. Just put the meat in the ground and keep the bones out. So that you can infuse it into a sword, as the Vikings would do with animal bones in their swords. And use that to make a kind of early type of steel. It's very interesting, to me at least. Yeah, the scream is a little bit loud on the ghast. Although I do find it very satisfying. I find it very satisfying when I hit it with its own fireball and then it fucking dies on the spot. If you can't take it, don't dish it out. Am I right? Man. Although it is quite annoying because they're very fast. So you gotta make sure you get the right angle and hit at the right moment so you can actually get the fucker. They're speedy, and they're mean. And they destroy everything in their path. Like a real cat. Except they fly this time. And have tentacles. I'm gonna assume when you say you've done it with a spear, you don't mean with your own bones, but like with something else's bones. Because I would be a little bit concerned if your bones were removed from your body and put into a weapon. I feel like that should only happen after death. That's why I'm saying I want that to be done to my corpse. I'm not exactly looking for full skeletal extraction at the moment. I'm ready to wait for that. When my bone sword is made, just stick it in the forest somewhere. Like get the go-ahead from some national park or something and just stick it deep in the forest for some wanderer to come across someday. Let them wield me. Go on wild adventures, slaying beasts. Or defending themselves. Or just hang it on a mantle or something, I don't know. Make me I'm gonna make myself into a family heirloom. I will be passed down generation to generation. They'll be like, this was great grandma. This is what she is now. And the kids will hold me in terror. Zach. Zach, are you boneless? Are you a big ol' goopy pile of meat and skin without bones? I'm not gonna judge. We're a very open and welcoming environment here. Don't give me that ellipses. Come on. We're here for you. God, please don't tell me I'm gonna have to make a new chest soon. It's so full. I did ask. I did ask if it was someone else's bones. I won't judge if you use someone else's bones. Man, I remember when I was a kid and we went on a field trip to some, like, animal center thing, and they gave us a bunch of owl pellets to dissect, and there were mouse bones in it. I should have saved those bones. They were so small and fragile, I couldn't help but break them. They're just so tiny! Like, you could just snap it in your fingers so easily. Is this what it feels like to be a god? To hold the bones in your hand and to break them with such ease, you don't even realize that you're doing it? Is that the power of a god? Twilight is in the vampire werewolf thing? I didn't think that was her style. I'll be quite honest. I personally don't really understand Twilight. I've only seen bits and pieces, but not like clips. Just heard bits and pieces from people talking about it. And from what I've heard, it's not great. Alright, fine. Don't tell me about the bones that you used. I guess you're just gonna have to live with the fact that your mother watches Twilight now. Ask her who she's rooting for. Is it... Fuck, what were their names? Is it Edward or is it... Dean? Is that his... What's his name? Edward and... It wasn't Jason. I really feel like it was Dean, but I say it out loud and then it feels wrong. I don't think it was Edward and Dean. Guys, who was the other one? What was the other team? What's the other team, though? Who's the one that isn't Edward? It was some guy. I watched an entire, like, 2-hour-long video discussing Twilight and all its faults, and I cannot remember this dude's name. It's a testament to my shit memory. Jacob! Okay, I was close when I said Jason. Why the fuck did I think Dean for a while? Is he some pretty boy in some other form of media? Like other show or something? So I feel like there's some dude named Dean that everyone liked. Who knows? Damn, it is almost 3 a.m. Holy shit. We're so close. In the words of Tiana from The Princess and the Frog, we are almost there. What the fuck? Gilmore Girls? I'ma be real honest with you right now. I don't know what a Gilmore Girls is. I've never heard of or watched Gilmore Girls. I don't know why, but now I'm thinking of Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and I missed that show. It was a good show. The original, though. Yeah, I miss the Enderman. I wonder where my friend is gone. I hope he's okay. I just got Coconut Mall stuck in my head. It's a good song. I feel like if people had theme songs when they entered places, mine would be Coconut Mall. It's just a good song. Don't say this bitch hasn't watched Gilmore Girls. What? You can't be mad at me for not watching Gilmore Girls. What are you? A Gilmore Girl yourself? We caught her. We caught her red-handed. She's the Gilmore Girl. Oh shit, I've just been ignoring that side, hold on. I was ignoring my entire plan. This, I don't know anything about Gilmore Girls. I know that it's called Gilmore Girls, and apparently there's a guy named Dean in it. I don't know what a Gilmore is, I don't know what a girl is, I don't know what Gilmore Girls is. I can see the stairs over there, so we're not too far off. There's that set, and then there's one more, and then I should be done. The Chow Chows that showed up gave for what? Is that a? Oh, that's a dog. Those little. I think that is a I think that's a dog. Dude, dogs are so cool. I feel bad for a lot of the pure breeds though. They don't deserve it. They don't deserve to be living life like that. It's cruel. Have you ever seen a pug? Man, those poor guys. Humans are strange. I don't know why they decided competitively making their dogs fuck. I don't see why that was something they had to get into. Like, you could have just chilled. We domesticated them. They loved us. They enjoyed our company. We enjoyed their company. They helped us hunt, I think. We didn't need to do them like that. We really didn't. They didn't deserve it. I think it's dumb when people are like, ew, you have a mutt? What the fuck? Like, bro. A mutt can cost so much less than a pure breed. Pure breeds are like thousands and thousands and thousands. Mutts are not even 1,000. At least from what I know. I've never adopted a dog from anywhere. Oh. Oh yeah, isn't there a thing that's like a wolf dog? Aren't they like big and furry and very wolf-like in appearance? Whoa, it's 3:01 a.m. Whoa. I'm not sleeping yet. I'll sleep when this railroad's done. Well, not the road, but like the tunnel is dug out. I'll work on the road on my own time. Maybe I'll stream again soon. The process of making all the spruce frames. That probably won't take too long though. As long as I just get the materials and start putting it down. Because I'm pretty sure I already have enough spruce logs on hand. I just need to make them into the things that I need. Why was this pup killed at a very young age? Why did that happen? What? Why would they do that? Was it killed by like natural causes because something was fucked up in its genes? Was it killed by one of the parents? Was it killed by a person? I want to know now. Ah. Oh, it's ooh. Damn. Poor guy. There's just no winners in that scenario. The sheep lose, the farmer loses, and that poor pup loses. Ugh. That's brutal. How did it get out and attack sheep, though? What was this like? Was it supposed to be contained, or did they just let it go wild? Because there may be someone to blame if something was not handled right. Yeah, who is the owner? How did they let the dog get out? Man, that's just a whole sucky situation. Kind of on the topic of pets, I really want a pet snail. I think it would be really nice to just have a pet snail. They're very cute and small. Sure, they can get up to the size of, like, my hand or bigger, but they're still relatively small, and I can hold it, and it's soft. It's kind of goopy, but you know, I can live with that. I can take it on walks. I was reading something about, like, taking care of those big land garden snails, and I was like, it's good to get them outside every once in a while, have them explore. And there's this nice trail near where I live that I could totally just bring the snail to. Do you imagine getting a little snail leash, putting your snail on a leash, and just taking it out for a walk in the great outdoors? That'd be so cute and so fun. Well, I mean, I guess you could get... Well, not anywhere. I don't think... There's not that many snails around where I live. There's a lot of worms, though. And they don't have the big snails, at the very least. I don't know where those ones come from, actually. I should probably look that up. Oh, do I need to go and play? Yeah, I do, okay. It's so crazy how fast snails grow, too. Like, they can be as small as your pinky nail one moment, and then be as big as your, like, whole thumb in 3 days. It is wacky. Hip hop, the hippie and the hip hop hoppity don't stop. Man, I can't believe I'm almost done digging this whole thing out and, like, hollowing it out. Man, I wish I lived where you live. I love snails. They're so good. I wish I saw them more often. I don't think I've ever seen a snail outside. I used to live, when I was, like, really little, I used to live in, Texas. And I remember seeing some snails there, I think. At least near the place where I was living. Oh, no, 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 no. Thank you. No, no, no. Oh, thank God. That was terrifying. I don't like when the creepers just show up. Sir, I'm trying to build things. You can't just appear. That's kind of rude. So many chests. So little time. Alright. Back to work. I'm just ignoring him, I don't care. Oh boy, that was a lag. Oh, it's ruined many plans for me too. I'll be working so hard and then boom, creeper just blows it up and I have to redo it. And it always sucks when they do it like in the middle of a field or something and you don't have any dirt to fill the hole in with. Oh. There's plenty of places where I would just fill in the bottom area with whatever random block I had on hand that I didn't need for anything. And then I would then put the top layer of dirt on. So, if you ever dug in that one specific spot, you wouldn't be getting dirt. You'd be getting one dirt and then, like, a bunch of andesite or something. Some blocks just aren't worth as much as others, and you gotta accept that. There's a snail on your fan? Dude! I want a snail on my fan. The closest thing I have to a snail is this 3D printed slug I made. Listen to its fun sound. Yeah, that's the closest thing I've got to a snail. Someday. Someday maybe I'll have a real snail. Or slug. I'm not very picky. I guess while I try and think of better conversation topics, I can discuss some animations that I'm working on. Earlier in the stream I was talking about the big buff woman animation that I'm working on at the moment. And the other one that was on the Instagram poll was the jammy one. And basically that one is right after he's crushed to death. And his ghost is emerging from underneath the big rock and looking at the forest around him with life bustling and moving and living on without him, and him coming to the realization that he's dead, trying to touch the grass beneath him and not being able to feel it, and crying. And it's this one sound, I found it on TikTok, and I was just like, ooh, that's perfect. And I have this beautiful ending scene in mind for it, where he's just sitting on the ground, crying, with all of the world looking at him. Just like deer and bugs and things, everything just framing him perfectly. The odd one out, the dead amongst the living. I don't know. I think it'll be really nice when I make it eventually. What sound? What sound did you recognize? If it's in the background, it's probably because it's Terraria music. And I think Terraria was a big part of a lot of people's childhoods. And current hoods. I completely forgot I actually had Terraria. And I re-downloaded it yesterday, so I might play some of that sometime soon with some, like my cousin or something. He seemed eager to play. He came over for a visit actually soon, or recently. And it was very fun. We played Valorant and absolutely destroyed this one team. Kind of weird. I was called the F slur. Also, I was told to kill myself. I was also told that I was worthless because I was a woman. But I beat that loser in kills. And I beat his team. So who's the real loser here? I don't think it was me. At the very least, I have that going for me, I guess. I've been threatened with a lot of things on Valorant. You come to meet a lot of toxic people. That's not the first time I've been called slurs. It was, however, the first time someone threatened to dox me. I don't know what they were thinking was gonna happen if they doxed me in a Valorant chat, because I don't think anyone else there would be like, ooh, we've got her address and her real name. Let's go over I don't think that would really happen. And the funniest thing, he said, dog, I swear to God, if you keep using Judge, I'm gonna dox you. And all I put into chat was, for real? And he said, nah, I don't really know how to do that. And I was like, yeah, I didn't think so. Don't dox people, that's kinda very uncool. He was just so quick to admit he was lying and that he didn't have the ability to dox me. I don't know why he even threatened it in the first place. He gave up so fast. Ooh, I'm so scared. Valorant boys are gonna have my address, oh no. Don't even know what he's doing. People make empty threats too much. Start threatening things you can do. Buy a weapon. No, don't do that. I mean, you can buy weapons. I do that. It's very fun. But, like, don't threaten people. That shit's very uncool. If you threaten people seriously, kind of cringe. I'll be honest. It's kind of cringe to threaten someone with physical violence in real life. I think also something that some people in games need to realize is that it's fine to get those toxic feelings and to be mad. But you don't have to tell people in the voice chat, you know? You don't... You can keep those thoughts to yourself. It's so easy to not hit the voice button and to just scream to yourself in the comfort of your own room, instead of screaming over the microphone to someone who most likely doesn't care. You know? I don't know. I just feel like people are very vocal about about things when they really don't need to be. I think there's many instances in which people are able to just shut up and mean things in Valorant is definitely one of those times. Yes, I'm a woman. You don't need to call me stupid because I'm a woman. You can simply not type that out. You can just not hit those buttons on your keyboard to spell out you're a woman so your opinion doesn't matter. I think that takes such little effort and is very easy for you to do. I don't know. That's just me. That's just me. I don't know. Cause see, I like to play games with friends, and so we air our toxic thoughts to each other instead of to the other people in game. You know? Keep it in a healthy environment. Don't make people feel bad. Like someone makes a bad move or something, and then we're to each other and we're like, man, we could have won the round, but then so and so had to do that thing. But you know what we don't do? We don't spam in the chat saying Jet's bad, Jet's bad. Talking to the other team saying our Jet is such a loser, you guys. Oh my god, easy win for you. And I just think that that's a very easy thing to not do. Emotions are fine. How you express them is what matters. I think we're close. I think we're almost there. That's the last staircase that I need to go up. And after that, there's not much, like, tunnel left to mine in. And I don't think I'm gonna need to empty out my inventory soon, so I might be able to make it. Actually, okay, I have a good amount of pickaxes. Maybe. Oh! I also recently rewatched Inside by Bo Burnham, and there were a lot more things that I didn't, like, see the first time that I saw the second time around, because I'd already seen it. I didn't notice that he would reuse, like, the songs that he already played, or songs that he hadn't played yet, and make it into, like, a kind of really soft instrumental for some parts. Because, like, you know, obviously there's the Look Who's Inside Again and the Goodbye and, like, all that and reuse. Like, that one, you know. But I'm talking, like, when he would take the melody and stuff and put it into, like, a music box kind of, or, like, a piano thing, and put it behind him doing something. And I'd be like, oh my god, that's a song I didn't even know what. It was very fun to watch. And I love the intermission screen. It's very calming for me, I guess. I wish I could just have someone clean my phone like they clean a window on a skyscraper. Just get one of those little squeegee things. I think society would improve tenfold if we had those to clean our phones with. Like when they have those little buckets of the cleaning stuff and the squeegees at the gas station to clean your car. If there were things like that, but then for your phone instead. Like a phone cleaning station in different places. I think the world would heal, and I think there would be world peace if we had that. Why do you think you have a snail curse? What happened? Are the snails just in your room? Is there like a bunch of snails in your room? Are they surrounding you? Are you stuck in a snail circle? Because if you're stuck in a snail circle, you might be dead, bud. Snails are vicious creatures. The second they got a taste for blood, they go after it, and they go after it hard. No one is safe when a snail is hungry. It will eat you live, it will eat you dead, and it will eat you in some state of being in between. It does not care. Snails are vicious. The worst thing you can do is let your guard down around a snail. You have to stay vigilant. You have to stay on your toes. At any moment, a snail could strike. One of the best things that you could do ever in your life is to gain a snail's trust. When a snail trusts you and you trust your snail, that is the best kind of friendship. It can protect you from anything. If someone wrongs you, and you have a strong enough connection with a snail, the person who wronged you will no longer be living. They will have already been killed and consumed by the snail. Now, granted, in that situation, you would be in the snail's debt, and that's something you don't really want to be in. So you kind of want to keep your snail friend at bay unless absolutely necessary. Like a life or death situation. Because that snail will save you immediately. When you're in debt to a snail, ooh boy. It would have been better if you just let the snail kill you. Because now, the snail just has free reign on you as a person. If your debt is not repaid, the snail will not kill you as a normal way, but kill you in a slow and painful way. You will wish you never met the snail. Pay it back well, and pay it back fast. It could be. What a fun story. Man, that was great. But yeah, I would try and look back, see where you wronged the snails, and see if you can right your wrong. There's a chance they may have not killed your friends and are only keeping them captive until you, you know, deem them be let free. It's a slim chance, but it is a chance nonetheless. So, I would work on that. You could hire, a human-to-snail translator, so you can have a direct discussion with the snails. If they're too angry at you, however, this may not work, and they may just completely ignore you, and not even attempt, to talk. Yeah, You're dead, bud. Once you're in a snail circle, there's just no chance for you. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. That's like, dude. Not every snail knows each other. That's like saying, I pet one cat, so this other cat should let me pet it. Saving some snails only makes them appreciate you. It does not make every snail appreciate you. You need to prove to these snails closing in on you that you're worth keeping alive before they make their final pounce. Whoa, 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 whoa. You put that salt packet down right now. You will only anger the snails and they will be thrown into a bloody rage. Listen, never ever try to salt a snail. The second that salt touches a snail, it will tear you apart. It won't tear you apart limb from limb. It'll tear you bit by bit with its tiny snail mouth. You know how small that mouth is. It will rip you to shreds in not seconds, but minutes. So that you know what's happening and so you feel it. They will tear you apart. We're almost there. The stairs are right there. Oh my god. It's 3:30 in the morning. Oh, a leech! Okay, so... when it comes to snail society, they are allied with both slugs and leeches. Some people get slugs and leeches confused. The slugs are a kind of... they're not a lower rank, but they are, different in the sense that they are quicker and more agile and can more easily slip into places. So they're used as a kind of spies and those sorts. And then leeches are used as a kind of as a more up close and personal information grabber, and also just to get extra food and nourishment for them. There are some where they, like, they're all their own societies while also working together. Sometimes there's a few that don't like each other, and that can cause a bit of an issue. But in this case, that leech was most likely taking in your information and giving it to the snails. They'll usually call in a slug, as they are slower than leeches and are just kind of more calm and casual when they want information. But if they used a leech with you, my man, they were not happy with you for a while. Oh shit, a bird! Dude, the cavalry's coming to save you from the snails! Dude, birds are like the only formidable foe to a snail. They can actually overpower snails. But it does depend on how many snails there are. If there's as many as you're saying, that bird might not be able to save you. But if you and the bird work together, you might be able to get them out of your room. You'll have to be on the run, though, for the rest of your life, never staying in one place too long. Snails can smell fear and are very good at tracking people down. So once you escape, you will never be safe. So if that's the kind of life you want to live... Oh, dude! You might be saved. 4 birds and a human person can, not easily, but can with enough work take down a circle of snails. You better hide the bodies, though, because if other snails find out what you did, more will come than have been there already, and you will have no chance of surviving. We're almost there, guys. I guess since we're almost there, I'll start getting the goodbyes out of the way. So yeah, what the fuck? Thank you for coming. I really appreciate you guys joining me on my mining endeavors. I had a good time. I'm very glad that I was able to get this tunnel cleared out. But I'm also very tired as it is 3:30 in the morning. So I will be heading out then, once I get these last few blocks down. I wish you luck with your snails and leeches. I think that you'll be able to survive. I have full faith that you and the birds will be able to make it out of there alive. And I wish you luck. So, goodbye, thanks for coming, and I hope to see you guys next time, whenever that is.